Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and we continue with Sakura Succubus 8! Today, us, and that is me, Yue, and Alice, go to Hifumi, and we are going to check out her work, to see if Alice might be into that. Let's find out. I have no idea who Shigure is.
Is this really North Sahara? Will I really never see you again? I'm very sorry, Shigure, but that is the way it will be, yes. What, North Sahara? No, Atsuko! Shigure. You can't let our relationship end like this. What about our report? I thought we had something with one another. You've been my only real ally the entire time I've been in the hospital. If it wasn't for you, I would have lost my mind a long time ago. You were the one who kept me going. You were the one who gave me hope. Even if this operation is success and I do get discharged from the hospital, I won't be truly happy. I can't be happy if I'm not with you. I love you. Shigure, please. Don't make this more difficult on me than it needs to be. I'll miss you too, but please don't forget that you are my patient. We oughtn't to be more than that. It would be improper. If my director found out about this, then he doesn't even know. Would you stop being a nurse, please, and run away with me? I know this might be sound selfish, but I'm being nothing but honest. I really can't live without you. I thought that getting sick was the worst thing that had ever happened to me, but Shigure, please. I'm glad that I fell ill. If it was for my poor health, I never would have been admitted to the hospital and I never would have had a chance to meet you.
And then, the answer. Dude, someone should do it, by the way. Be it a movie, anime, or whatever. Like, let's say, this situation, the patient is like confessing and so on and so on. Let's say the nurse is like kinda playing around, she can't, blah blah blah. Finally, you know what? Okay, I'm done playing around. I don't have any feelings for you, okay? You are less than a cockroach for me. Let's go. We need some anime or movie to do exactly what I said. I'm telling you. The character that would do that, popularity to the top. Anyway.
You brighten my life up so much. Without you even, everything is dark and grey. I'd be already if this operation failed and I died.
And she's like, oh my god, I wish you did.
But if it succeeds and I leave and I never see you again, I would suffer much, much more. Oh, Shigure. We really shouldn't do this, but as much as I wish I could deny it, I cannot.
Damn it.
You are very important to me too. You're more than just a patient to me and I.
Damn it. It didn't go the way I wanted it.
I know it is unprofessional, but I love you too.
My script was so much better. And this, you and I watched this little scene unfolding before us in a hospital room with bated breath. Hifumi, who right now is playing the role of a young nurse called Aihara Atsuko, is tearfully confessing to a patient of hers. Wait, what? Atsuko. Shigure. Shigure is the patient. Hifumi plays the role of a nurse, obviously. Aihara Atsuko, yes. Is tearfully confessing to a patient of hers. Now that's not true. If anyone, it was Shigure. It was Shigure who was confessing. The whiny little punk. I don't know, whatever. Played by an up-and coming actor called Karya. Yeah, the whiny one. Because I gave him a whiny voice, obviously. Yeah, he's being confessed to, if anything, but well, whatever. They're both busily filming for a TV drama, one which is pretty popular at the moment, even though, as I mentioned, my script would be so much better. This will be the drama's second season, and based on this confession, I think this scene will happen near the end of the series. They didn't go with my script, and that's why it ends on second season. I know Hifumi is only acting, but the emotion which drops in her voice is awfully evocative. It's making my chest feel tight. You and I brought Alice here so she could observe Hifumi while she works too. See if she herself might like to be an actress, but...
Wow! Hifumi releasing the league of her own? I don't think I could ever measure up to her.
I'm inclined to agree with Alice here. After seeing this performance, I can imagine Alice, or anybody else for that matter, being able to best it. There's a reason why Yamamoto Hifumi is one of the Japan's most famous actresses. In my opinion, she's number one. Hifumi's gentle expression coupled with her moist eyes have just about stolen my heart. Again. A little while later.
Alright, that's a wrap! Good work, Miss Yamamoto, Mr. Whiny Karya! We'll be taking a brief break now, so please use this as an opportunity to freshen up! I'll want you all back on set in an hour, so don't be late!
Sure thing, Doctor! Sounds good to me! Of course. I'll be ready on that set whensoever you should need me.
Thanks, you two! I know I can count on you! Now I think I'll get a bite to eat. Does anybody want to come with?
There's a restaurant not that far away. Should I show you?
Count me in!
Count me in, I'm starved.
The production staff all leave the hospital room, chattering among themselves until only a few people are left, Hifumi and my entourage included. How is one of the best Succubi doing? With the world now empty for the most part, Hifumi lets her perfect facade slip. She yawns then, with a sigh, she adjusts her glasses on the bridge of her nose.
My. Today has been awfully taxing. Perhaps I ought to have gone to bed earlier last night. Goodness me.
Hey Hifumi! She was on the proverbial ball throughout the shoot, but now the cameras have been turned off. She's starting to look distinctly worn down at the edges. I know I've been saying Cosmos is my favorite, but you know what? It might be Hifumi in the end. The end battle might be Hifumi. I like Cosmos though, but I like Hifumi too. It's problematic. I know Hifumi is plenty capable, but I can't help but worry about her. Are you alright?
Oh, Hiroki!
Hifumi offers me a small smile, one which seems a bit more muted than per usual.
I'm quite alright, thank you for your concern. Acting for long stretches of time tends to tire me out, that's all. It is all part of my profession, I'm used to it by now, so you needn't worry. But Saito is quite the harsh disciplinarian.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself. The director made you redo a few scenes like 10 times in a row.
He did indeed, but then again, it's all part of the profession. Some directors are more lax than others, but I tend to prefer those who are as exacting as Saito. These sorts of directors can be difficult men to work with and even more difficult to please. But their pursuit for perfection typically results in their better work. I'm sure it will all be worthwhile in the end.
I mean, they didn't follow my script, so it's not really that perfection. I hope so, but is it really okay to sacrifice your health for the sake of a medical drama?
My health is fine, thank you. I know I'm a bit older than the likes of Ayu and Cosmos, but I'm not
whatever.
I still have plenty of energy.
Oh, no, I was trying to suggest otherwise. I was just...
Worried about me?
Hifumi's expression softens.
I'm well aware of that, so please, do not trouble yourself. Your concern is appreciated, but I shall be fine. Now.
Hifumi looks to Alice, who's been silent ever since Saito and the others headed off.
What did you make of that, Alice dear? Did watching me inspire within you any particular desire to be an actress? I don't really know. You were really amazing out there, Miss Yamamoto. You really were giving it your all. Watching you was inspiring, really. But I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Do you not? Alice shakes her head sadly.
It looks like your job requires a whole bunch of stamina, and I'm not sure if I'm cut out for it. I'm kind of weak-willed and I give up easily. I don't think I'd have the dedication to do all those different takes. If anybody talked to me the way Saito did to you, I think I might cry. He's kind of scary. He can be intimidating, but I know he means no ill. He only appears that way because of how deeply he cares for his job. People can be stern in the acting industry, but that does not make them bad people. I find his company quite pleasant, really. Well, I can't imagine finding that guy pleasant. You really are nice. I just like to find the best in people, that is all. It is not to judge others, really. Especially not when these people are in charge of bringing out the best of my talents. If Saito did not demand so many takes, I would not be able to polish my acting abilities. I ought to thank him for pushing me to do my very best. I do not wish to settle for anything less than perfection myself. If we are afraid of failure, then we can never improve.
That's true. That's true.
What a wise adage. They've spoken like a true member of the royal family. Sometimes someone thinks it is a waste that you did not ascend to the throne of the Succubus realm as you were supposed to. I think you might do a better job than me. Oh, nonsense. You're doing an excellent job. I think you are much better at keeping order than I am. I'm far too soft.
She's a softie, yeah.
I do better at following orders, while you excel in giving them.
Oh, I'm like Hifumi then, in a way.
I'm only an actress, after all, not a director. I could never take control as you do. Spoken like a true adult.
Softly, Yue laughs.
You're very good at soothing people's egos. For I guess you'd say that's part of the job too. It can be when I want to get a particular director on side. I'm certainly not above sweet-talking people to get what I want. Wow, you look so elegant and demure, but I guess you're a pretty devious deep down.
Alice looks quite surprised by this revelation, not that I blame her. I've known Hifumi well enough to realize that beneath the demeanor she puts on being the perfect housewife, she can be quite calculating.
Well, that is in part how I was able to become so well known. If one wishes to be famous, you have to beat Kani, otherwise it is hard to make any progress. Raw talent can only get one so far, I'm afraid. To progress in any career path, you also need to know when to flatter your superiors.
Unfortunately.
It's a valuable skill one I fear Yue here has never been the best at. She's always been fiercely individualistic. But that's because she's a ruler, not a follower. Yue has no need to ingratiate herself with anybody, not when she's the one who gets to set the rules. Our ways of living are quite different, really. I guess there is more than one way to achieve success. But I don't think I'm strong enough to lead people like Lady Yue, and I'm not patient enough to let other people lead me like you, Miss Yamamoto. I don't think I have it in me. Do you not wish to pursue the path of being an actress, then? I don't think I'd be cut out for it. I don't have the talent for one thing, but being around all those people, I don't know. I think it would be difficult. I wasn't the one being filmed, but I felt anxious being surrounded by so many people regardless.
I don't like that as well.
I'd never be able to do what you do. If I was in front of a bunch of cameras, I'd probably get so self-conscious I'd freeze up. I'd never be able to act like that. Well, you raise a good point. I hope you do not mind me saying this, Alice dear, but I don't think that you have the right presence required in an actress either. You seem a bit too self-conscious for it.
Alice winces. She looks upset by this rather matter-of-fact remark, but she doesn't try to challenge Hifumi on it. She must know that Hifumi is right.
Don't lose all hope, for acting might not be the best career path for you, but I'm sure there is something else that you are good at. We all have our own talents. You are a leader, I'm a follower, and you... well, who knows? You're still a diamond in a rough. You don't have much practical experience in any particular discipline, but that might be the blessing. It means that you do not have any preconceived notions that might tamper with your abilities to adapt to new experiences. Everything will be fine. I'm not sure if I can be quite that optimistic, but... sure. I'll do my best. Very good. That is all I could ask for. Oh, I wonder if there is anything I'm good at, for... what am I really interested in?
Yeah, I have the same issue. Nothing. That's the problem. That's the problem.
If I can do sports and I can act, then what can I do?
When Alice is busy chewing over the advice she just received from our resident actress, Hifumi approaches me. She smiles at me, then says in a voice that's soft enough to the others can hear us.
It really is good to see you again, Hiroki dear. I've missed you. It feels like it has been rather too long since last we spent any meaningful amount of time together.
I guess it's been a while, yeah. When was the last time I saw Hifumi anyway? We hung out together quite a lot in Astoria since Hifumi took me along as her +1 to Stefania's palace during her 2-week stint spent teaching Stefania how to play Karuta, but we haven't had much of a chance to talk since our return to Japan. Hifumi's schedule has been totally packed. I think Hifumi's attitude towards her work is impressive, but it does have a tendency to consume her life. I'm a little worried that Hifumi might have been overexerting herself. If she's not careful, she might end up in a hospital for real, but not this time, dressed as a nurse. How you been doing, Fo? Are you well?
I am as well as I can be, given how heavy my workload has been. It would be nice if I could get a bit of time off, but alas...
Hifumi sighs.
The work of an actress can be rather grueling.
It looks like it, yeah. You've had no time to yourself all month.
Indeed, I have not. And where have I had any time to dedicate to you? It has been quite distressing. As much as I enjoy acting the role of a nurse, I would much rather tend to your needs.
That's very sweet of you, but you shouldn't be worrying about me. Not if you've been working as hard as you say you have. You need to focus on yourself too.
You might have a point.
Maybe I should nurse you. And Hifumi pouts.
But I get more satisfaction from aiding others than I do myself. I might have been working hard on this drama, but I also know that you've been run-ragged yourself. Perhaps you ought to listen to your own advice, Hiroki dear, and let yourself have a break once in a while.
If only. I smile ruefully. My boss isn't that considerate. He has me running around all week. And during the weekends, I have you, Succubi, vying for my attention. I never have time to myself nowadays.
Oh, I thought that might be the case, yes. You look rather weary, you poor thing. Do you not want me to help? Comfort you?
That'd be nice, but I'm alright.
Are you sure? Do you not have any needs you can think of that might need taking care of?
I have a few, I guess. I'd like to get more than 5 hours of sleep a night, for one thing. But I don't think I have any ones that are too serious. They're not really anything that you need to concern yourself about, at least. I offer Hifumi what I hope is a consolatory smile and squeeze her hand. I've missed you, but I can cope on my own, alright? I'll be just fine. I miss you for... I'm saying this for Hifumi's benefit. I don't want her overtaxing herself more than she is already, but she doesn't seem to believe me. She presses her lips together and says,
Are you quite sure about that, Hiroki dear? There aren't any services that require from me. harder now that we are together?
No, that was delivered in quite desultory way.
If Hifumi wasn't at work, I'd be tempted to think that she's flirting with me. Because she is. That would be very unprofessional, which, whatever, of course, coming from a seasoned actress like Hifumi, but...
I'm not joking, you know. When I say that, I mean to marry you one day.
Yeah?
I would very much like for you to be my husband. Hiroki, no other man is more suited for the role. You make my heart flutter like nobody else. Can you feel how it pounds?
Now she's pressing her chest against my arm. Well, that settles it. She must be trying to seduce me, and she's doing a pretty good job at it too. Dude, I'm already seduced. Come on. Her chest looks really good. Yeah, concealed as it is in that white nurse's outfit. Have you seen the thighs as well? Dude. This pure angelic get-up suits Hifumi a lot. It's very innocent, which contrasts with her curvy, voluptuous body.
If you are to be my husband, however, you ought to learn to be more explicit about what you want from me. Don't feel obliged to mask your feelings. I want you to tell me everything, especially now that we are together. Don't you want to indulge in me, Hiroki? I know I want to indulge in you.
I want that. There is 6 more games on my wishlist that are discounted. But never mind that.
Hifumi.
I look away from Hifumi, my face flashing. She's being awfully forward. Not that this should come as a great shock. Hifumi might act like a sweet, unworldly housewife, but she can be rather aggressive when it comes to pursuing what she wants. That's the great thing.
It's been such a long time since we last saw each other. Hiroki, I've been missing you intensely, particularly during the cold, lonely night spent on my own. Now we are together again. I'm afraid I can't control myself. I want to feel you against me. Won't you oblige me? Your needy wife wants to be looked after.
Hifumi's body feels so soft against my own, I want to melt against it. I want to melt against her. I feel pretty tired, but if Hifumi's offering, then... Alright! We can spend some time together, alone, if you know somewhere to go.
But of course I do. What do you take me for? I'm always prepared to look after your needs, Hiroki, as a succubus, your future wife, and as a nurse. Wink. You have nothing at all to worry about. Just leave everything to me. I'll give you a checkup you'll never forget.
Yeah? A little while later.
Well, that sure was interesting.
Something else, definitely. Definitely something. I'm slumped on the train, the back of my head pressed against the window, which is vibrating with the motions of the vehicle around me. This time I'm sitting, actually. I've not been awake for very long, but I'm already exhausted. I really have done a lot today. I'd like to take a nap. Same, actually. But I still have work to do. Yeah. You, Alice and I are planning to see Ayu next at an event that's being held in central Tokyo. Should be appearing in front of her legions of fans and shaking their hands as part of a marketing stunt to promote her newest upcoming single. I bet the venue will be packed. For a while, Ayu's popularity was looking a little shaky, owing to the surprise comeback of an idol from the past, Mihama Shizuru. I was being able to sway the public attention back towards her, however, through a slew of TV appearances and a brand new single. She's been working tirelessly to promote herself this last month, and it seems to be paying off. Okay, it's not like I don't want to see Ayu. Obviously, she's one of the girls I like. Would love to see her. But I feel like it is kinda, in a way, maybe a pointless endeavor, considering that Alice didn't like being an actress. I would say, like, being an idol, she will have the same fears in a way as with the actress. So yeah, I know, seems like basically we are just going to hang out with Ayu. That's about it. I don't know if Ayu's ever been more successful. I'm happy for her, of course, but I'm not super enthused about the thought of wading through a sea of diehard IU fans just to talk to her. It will probably, no, definitely, be stressful. I don't really want to spend the next couple of hours being jostled by elbows while IU simps shout in my ear. The idea is perfectly loathsome, actually. I know I agreed to all of this, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. I wouldn't say that. I think basically it's the same thing as with Hifumi. You know what I mean. It will be the same fears. On the other hand... Yeah, hey, I'll keep going for Alice's sake still for. Yes, I guess I'll have to put up with it. This is all for Alice's sake. I said I was going to help her, and that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it my all. Right after I have a bit of a power nap. It will be alright if I snatch a few minutes of shut-eye, right? The steady Hiroki on the train is actually pretty relaxing.
Nom 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 nom.
A little while later.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh, I forgot. Visit Ayu at her event.
Thank you so much for coming all this way to see little old me. It really is appreciated. You're the best. I love you so much.
Wow. Thanks, Ayu. I love you a lot too. You know, you really are my favorite idol. I don't think anybody can compare to you. When I was growing up, I didn't have many friends. I was bullied a lot because of my looks. I was lost and alone.
Dude, she literally doesn't care about that. Come on. Why would you give her your life story?
But I knew when I saw you performing for the first time that you would accept me. You're so kind and considerate. You're always there for your fans and...
Whoopsie! I'm sorry, but it looks like your time's up, though. Here is your autograph. I hope you have it today.
Oh, right. Of course. Thanks, you.
It's not a problem. It's my pleasure, huh? Now, who's next in line? Ayu's here to put a big smile on your face.
Wow! I can't believe it. It really is Ayu, the Ayu in the flesh. You look even cuter in real life than you do in your photo books. You're like an angel.
Well, of course. I am actually an angel descended up from up on high to grace your lowly peons. I mean, you lovely people with my presence, eh? Thank you so much for supporting me during...
Oh my god, this is so loud.
During all of these years, I really appreciate it.
I say this is so loud, and it's my fault because the volume of the music is maxed out in the settings.
No problem. I'd do anything for you, Ayu.
I'll lower it for you, though.
That's what I like to hear. Now here is my autograph. I hope you keep coming along to my concerts. I'll be really sad if I don't spot you among the crowd, mister.
Of course, anything for you, Ayu.
Good, that's the way it should be. Now, who's up next? Oh wow, you brought a lot of merch for me to sign, mister, but unfortunately I can only sign one thing. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's how it is. It wouldn't be fair to everybody else if some people got special privileges. But goodness, you really do have a lot of merch, and some of this stuff is really rare. Talk about a waste of money. It must take you ages to amass all of this. You really must have deep pockets. I mean, a deep heart, mister. Your love for me is really commendable. I love you too. What is it? Oh, look at this! I'm not trusting in your exalted presence! Well, I knew that already. Now what do you want me to autograph?
Sure. Wow. Honestly, I honestly don't get idol industry. And kinda don't want to. Honestly, if when it comes to all the merch and so on, I'd buy like anime figures. I'd buy some manga, maybe some merch like that. Yes, I would also get like art books, but like of actual artworks, right? I have one from Tony. I think I have 3 or 4, I don't remember, 4 art books with Mordred.
Mordred Pendragon. Fate.
Anywho, what I'm getting at now, basically, I really don't see myself ever buying like idol merch. Also, no offense, but I would also never buy like VTuber merch. It's not my thing, that's for sure. I don't mind tuning into some streams once in a blue moon and watch that, but I would never buy the merch. But maybe just me. Then again, there is like a very little amount of people, I would say, online as well, that I would like to buy merch of. Or more like, there is little of them that I believe I'll always like stick to their content. Something like that. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that. Then again, I mean, it's not like I'm keeping a lot of people's attention myself. Then again, I'm not selling any merch because, well, nobody would buy that anyway. You're like me! Anywho, I was hosting an autograph event at the moment in a pretty swanky building in central Tokyo. I was a solo idol, but she's so popular she's able to drum up as much attention as large multi-girl idol groups with dozens of members. It's to be expected that groups with huge swaths of girls to pick and choose from would gather a large fan base, but IU's fans eclipsed even them. That's one of my girlfriends for you. I've been in line with Alice and the UF for 2 hours and we got here early. What? This place is packed. I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel phone. The crowd up ahead is starting to thin out. It shouldn't take much longer and we should be in IU's line of sight. We're close enough to her that I can hear her cheerful cheer-ups as she addresses her loyal fans, some of whom have come all the way from the Aomori prefecture just to get a look at her. Wow. Heck, I think some of these people have flown in from abroad. Wow. You know what? There is one thing I could compare it to myself. Like the idols and so on. I guess, at least not now really, but in the past it was football definitely. And yes, I've never gone to a football match, football game of my favorite club. At least in the past. Now I kinda don't give a damn anymore. They became such a commercial club that I don't care anymore. Yeah. Anyway, Ayu, let's go. Let's meet with you. I'm sure I can spy a few Europeans in this line, for I haven't seen any trace of Stefania. I think. I guess she's still in Astoria. It's pretty incredible for. You wouldn't know Ayu's a sultry, seductive succubus. Look at her now. She's doing her best cutesy act, her charm dialed up to 11. Her smile is so white, looking at it's making my own mouth hurt in sympathy with her. Does being this perpetually cheerful get tiring? Maybe that would explain why Ayu tends to be in such a bad mood when she's not in the spotlight. She's probably under a lot of stress. Cute.
It was very nice to meet you.
By the way, we were supposed to kind of divide this into episodes for each girl, but because we were under half an hour, we are continuing with Ayu as well.
It was very nice to meet you. I can't believe you flew all the way from Shenzhen to see me. Your Japanese is really good too. You must be a genius, mister. Now who's next? I'm looking forward to meeting more of my lovely fans and...
Oh. It's our turn now. You, Alice and I step forwards, and the moment we do, Ayu's expression does a total 180. Her bright, chilly smile skews him something decidedly more unpleasant. Her brow furrowed and her lip curled in disdain.
What are you for doing here? You should know that this is even help for my pass, so that they can meet me in person. Isn't it a bit unfair that you bought up 3 of the tickets when you can visit me whenever you like? You've prevented 3 of my actual fans from coming by, that's so thoughtless of you!
Ugh. So that's why I was so upset. I thought she was simply irritated to see us. I know she doesn't get on very well with Yue, but looks like her heart's in the right place after all. I can be pretty dismissive when she talks about her fans, but I think she cares for them deep down. For their money, yeah.
And I doubt that you'll be buying any of my exclusive merchandise that's being sold here either. If you're my real fans, you'll shell out thousands for my sake. I know you cheapskates won't do that for. You're cutting into my bottom line simply by being here.
Very, very deep down, maybe.
Gee.
This is no way to address your queen. Please show some respect. Well, I know that, but this is my big event. You might be my queen, but right here at this moment I'm the main character. This lowly rabble.
And are you gestures about the huge line that's snaking behind us?
Have all come here to pay me a tribute and to grovel at my feet. Forgive me for being rude, lady, but I'm the one with the pulling power here, not you. Now, what do you want? Please make it snappy. I wouldn't want to keep my real fans waiting. Well, it's very nice to see you too, Ayu. Whatever. Do you want my autograph or should I just kick you out? Oh no, there wasn't something I want to talk to you about, actually. And what would that be? I was just thinking, hurry up, or we'll be here until New Year's. If you have something to say, come out and say it. Otherwise, I'm going to ask my guards to escort you out. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just, well, I've watched recordings of some of your concerts, and I couldn't help but think how impressive your presence is. You seem to light up when you stand on stage like... I don't... like a goddess? Yes, that's right! I think you're incredibly really inspire me, and... actually, I'm wondering now that I'm in Japan, what career path I should pursue, and... Alright, I think I get the picture. Did you come here to ask me for advice on how to break into the idol industry? Well, the idea might have crossed my mind. I knew it!
Ayu sighs, then shakes her head.
Look, Alice, I'm going to be frank with you. We're both Succubi here, so I don't want to tear you down, but this is nothing more than a delusion. There's no way to ever be able to become an idol. No. Absolutely not. I mean, just look at yourself. You're awkward, gloomy, and you hardly ever smile.
Can she be an artist? Can she draw? I don't know why I haven't thought of that earlier. Dude, I would not be surprised if that was the thing. Look at me writing the script for Wing Cloud again. Or more like predicting what Wing Cloud has created. That's my bet. My bet is on the fact that Alice will be an artist. Like, I don't know, maybe original characters, maybe doujins or something like that. Maybe just clear manga and so on. But I think that might be that. If I'm not correct... when Sakura Succubus 9 is released, we are going to play it. Of course, we are going to play it also if I'm correct. But yeah.
You're so socially inept, you thought assaulting Hiroki was a better way to get his attention over talking to him. You might have become a little more sociable, but I can see you performing on stage to a packed stadium. You're not cut out for the life of an idol. It would be too demanding for you. Give up right now. Otherwise you'll regret it.
Well... Kinda harsh way to say it out loud to her like that, but yeah.
I guess I should have known. You're right, really. I mean, me become an idol. The idea is laughable. I'd never be able to make anybody smile. I'm such a weird. I only ever seem to make people uncomfortable. I really am stupid.
Hey, Alice, are you alright?
I'm fine. I think I needed to hear that. It was a useful dose of reality, but the reality is kind of bitter. Oh dear. I think I might need a few months on my own. I'm sorry.
Hey, Alice! I call after Alice, but too little avail. She's already run off. Gee.
Did you have to be that harsh, are you?
Hiroki's right. You could have softened your words somewhat. There was no need to be so cruel. Maybe not, but at least it got through to her. It's better give her a rude awakening than to let her live in a fantasy world, right? I might be everybody's favorite idol, the cute and adorable idol, but I'm not going to sugarcoat my language, not for her sake. The idol industry is tough. If you're not tough yourself, you'll get eaten alive.
Not literally, I hope.
More or less. We idols are more than cute smiles and free dresses, and don't you forget it. We're figures. Now, if that's everything...
I glance away from you and her tone dismissive and says with a brand new smile.
Who's next? I can't wait to see more of my fans. I wouldn't be where I am now without you. You guys are the best.
Phew. At least that's over. I relax, slumped back on the train, one leg crossed over the other. We finally finished up at I's autograph event, and gee, that was crowded. There were so many people there, I was starting to come over all out agoraphobic. Is that the fright of crowds, or? I'm not sure. I don't have any particular problem with crowds, but today's been so non-stop, my reserves of energy are starting to flag. Lining up with hundreds and hundreds of adoring fans, all for the sake of seeing Ayu, was the last straw. I'm tired of all of this traveling. We still have one more location to go to, however, before we can head back with some luck, this should be less tiring than the last locations we visited. I just need to hold together for another hour. Are we going... Where are we going? Cosmos or Marina? Then I'll finally be free! I don't know where we are going, but I think we are going to cut it right here, and tomorrow we shall pay a visit to another of our Succubi girlfriends and see if Alice can get any useful feedback. If she can maybe find her own calling in life. I wish I could find my own calling as well. Actually, you know, what calls to me? I'm not good at. I'm not successful at. Subscribe. No, I just like doing this. Whatever. Even though I might not be good at it. With that being said, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking it. Always appreciate it. Tell me... maybe in... I don't know what you could tell me in the comments. Tell me if you also have the same issue of not being able to find your own calling in life. Because I do have that problem, unfortunately, as well. And I'm probably not alone in that. Also, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking it. I'm not sure if I said it already, but, well, if I did, sorry about repeating that. And, as I mentioned, subscribe. Would love to have you around. Every person, you know, using that option, super appreciated, always. For now, let's end it. Hope to see you tomorrow. I wish you all a wonderful day. Bye-bye.